Hey folks, Jay Good Patriot here. I haven't posted a video in a long time. I haven't posted many videos at all. There is this one's going to be about the G8 Nato Summit coming up here in May. I live in a North Shore suburb of Chicago. It's just to the north of Chicago. I'm about 20 miles away from the McCormick place where it's going to be held at. You know, I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I can find a lot of news articles talking about it, and I can find a ton of calls for protests, Occupy Chicago, you know, radicalist movements and whatnot, forums and blogs, and everybody asking for everybody to show up. And then several people who are going to be actually involved in the security process of it, they're expecting around 50,000 people to show up for the first day, and then it could be anywhere up to 500,000 protesters. What I haven't been able to find is anybody talking about what Chicago residents are doing to prepare for it. You know, I haven't seen any warnings whatsoever, and as history has proven, anything revolving around these events have always erupted in some sort of violence. It only takes one person to set off that mob mentality and, you know, set things in motion for bad things to come. People getting hurt and riots and obviously personal property being destroyed, etc., etc. So I guess my question to the prepper community is if you were in the town where this event was being held, number one, you probably wouldn't be there. But if you couldn't go anywhere else, what are you going to do if you live in a condominium and you're a block away from the heart of everything that's going on? You know, the McCormick place where this is being held at, within a block from there are condos, thousands of families, thousands of homes. It's not by any means a remote area. It's downtown Chicago, Illinois. So, what are these residents doing to prepare? Have they been told to do anything by anyone to prepare, as far as having extra supplies or maybe some plywood to block off windows? You know, these things I think are very important, and I understand there's going to be some people like, well, those people should be on the street protesting, you know, and it's all fine and dandy, but for people who have kids and then don't want to protest and don't want to be involved in violence, what are they going to do? So, I'm an active prepper. I don't post a lot of videos. I don't have the equipment for it, and I don't have the patience for it, to be absolutely honest with you. However, I do watch quite a few videos, and I comment. And I have another family that I actively prep with, and every Wednesday we meet, and we kind of do an assessment of where we're at and where we're going. And it doesn't matter if anything's been done, we just talk about it and keep going, you know. So, during this time, they're actually going to come up by me, because they live in Chicago, and they're going to stay with me for the 2 weeks that's going on. And we're going to use this as kind of okay, we know shit's going to hit the fan, so now we're going to initiate our plans. This is, and even if we don't get touched by it at all, we're going to initiate our shit hit the fan plan. You know, we're going to pack up the cars, get everything in a central area, make sure that our stashes, our caches are okay, and etc., do our thing. So, and then just kind of do an hourly, daily assessment of what's going on, watching the news, listening to CB radios, you know, things of that nature. What are you going to do? History's proven this thing is going to be violent, no matter what Rahm Emanuel does, no matter what show of force the police provide. It's going to erupt in violence. Here's the other problem. Even if you're not close to this, but you live in the Chicagoland area, this event is going to pull law enforcement away from your neighborhood. 911 response may be delayed. It's kind of like opening up a broader playground for criminals to come in and play. So, are you ready to protect yourself? Are you ready to call 911 and maybe not get a response for 15, 20 minutes, even 10 minutes? You know, depending on your location. In my neighborhood, if I call the police, they're literally here within a couple of minutes. Every single time. But it's a suburb of Chicago. It's a small suburb, and you know, they can cover a large, broader area. But I don't think people are looking at the big picture as to all the possibilities of the things that can go wrong, especially when your resources are spread too far thin, such as law enforcement and things of that nature. Ambulances, fire departments. If things really go bad, where more resources are going to be used, and it's going to be even worse. Occupy Chicago is planning on, I saw a thing this morning, I guess they want to be here for a month-long Occupy, and Rahm Emanuel, the police department, whatever, has made it very clear they're going to make that as difficult as they possibly can. So again, more resources are going to be thrown at this. The other thing is the money that it's going to take to do all this. It's going to be astronomical. And then the damage that's going to be caused, they're already estimating that this is going to cost somewhere in between 60 and 70 million. Nothing's even happened yet. So what happens when things really hit the fan? Money's going to be flying out the window like no tomorrow, folks. So at any rate, even if you, to a question to the preppers, what would you do in the situation where you can't go anywhere else? You're stuck. You're either a block away from the hot zone, so to speak, or you're 20 miles away like me. If you're 20 miles away like me, what would you do? How would you prepare? Do you pull your friends and family out of the city and have them come stay with you? That's what I'm doing. So we're going to have about 10 people or so kind of all living together at my house and kind of seeing where things are going to go with everything. So, that's it. It's my question to you guys and my thoughts. Things are going to go crazy. They always do. History's proven it. So why aren't more things being done publicly to prepare the citizens for what's to come? I think that plays a big part, and I understand it. It plays a big part to show a force with the police department, but I think preparing your citizens is also a very, very large part of what needs to be done. So that's it. Jay Good Patriot. I'll talk to you guys later. Hope everybody's safe, and I'll be doing more videos as any type of information comes about and what we're going to be doing, etc., etc. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.